Hello everyone and welcome back to the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, and in this part we're going to be finishing the machine, collecting all the parts we need and, doing our usual Hulk thing, which is something. Just collecting shit and bringing it back to Samson. But yeah, so this mission is well, we'll get to it, but it's got one really hilarious part to it, and then yeah, and also just I guess talk about some other stuff that happens. Anyway, so first we gotta get this truck here, and there's a part coming up where I made a mistake, and it involves this truck here. First of all, I nearly smashed the damn thing. But then I come over to this jump marker because I assumed that you could take the truck with you, but it turns out that's not the case. And as soon as I landed here, I felt like this.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah. That was literally the first thing that came to my head when that happened. It was not great. But yeah, so you bring the truck over here, and then you basically just hitman your way through this chunk of the level to get the part you need. Literally, like, it's a disguise, and it's just hilarious here. It's hilarious to think that the Hulk, like, Samson, because all of what you do, or the objectives and stuff, are like, I guess, implanted commands and stuff. So was there a part where Samson was just like, okay, so in order to get to the first part of this mission, you're gonna need to steal a truck and use it as a disguise. It's so stupid. The funny thing is that, like, you leave this trail behind you, and just everybody is they're all for it, I guess. They're just like, whatever, we're gonna completely ignore the fact that this truck has is tearing apart the ground around it, and is driving in a really strange pattern. But you know what, whatever. Oh, we just clipped through a guy right there. So you get to this specific spot, and then you break free out of it's... What the fuck? So then, now you gotta bring this piece back to Samson himself. So one thing I forget about is that there's not really a way to put down objects. I mean, there is, like, you could put people down, which I forget how you do that, but yeah, this thing, it doesn't have a lot of health, so you gotta be really careful with getting it back to Samson safely. It almost looks like a an old PC. The Hulk's really into gaming. Oh, it's ridiculous, but I find it funny too that it's just sitting on the top of that building. Because they know that the Hulk's been, like, stealing all their shit, so... Somebody had the brilliant idea to just be like, hey, we're gonna put this box thing here that is integral to, you know, to what the Hulk's been doing, which is capturing this stuff, and, you know, we're just gonna leave it. Like, we're just gonna leave it there. So yeah, that's all well and good. So yeah, we're not quite done just yet because I didn't for some reason I thought the mission was over here. I could have cut this out, but I don't know why I didn't. So anyway, there's another thing we need to get. This part was actually a bitch in the review, or to record the review. This was another instance where I got my ass handed to me by what's about to happen. And I mean, I don't want to give it away here, like the second, because you'll see, but once we get to it, I'll explain in full detail why it just ended up not being in my favor. So you see the piece here, you think, like, okay, like it's just out in the open. And, yeah. So they put this barrier around. And then they send a bunch of Hulkbusters your way. So the only real way to get out of here is by taking the Hulkbusters and using them to destroy the shielding. Now, I probably mentioned this in the before, but in the review I only had, at this point in the game, I only had like double health pickups turned on as a cheat code. Like, I just found it and I used that because I knew that these missions were going to get difficult. So I turned it on, and like, even though like it did, like I did get more health and stuff, like it did help in some way, but the thing is that it was also like I was still getting my ass handed to me by Hulkbusters of all kinds and all this other shit coming my way. So I died like maybe 3 or 4 times in that part specifically, just because I was just getting battered around by the Hulkbusters here. Like, they were just smacking me around. I had barely any health, and if you kill that, like if you fight them, then you can't. You basically just fucked yourself, because you won't be able to take the shielding down, and there isn't even anything to throw to. Also, when they're battering you around, you're most likely gonna crash your way into you're gonna crash into the machine part you need, and it'll most likely just take the health down.
Look, just keep on the task of finishing the machine. I'll take care of the military.
So yeah,
Roughly 10 minutes.
it's not fun.
It's going to be a bumpy ride. You've got to stop them from destroying the church.
So now we have this mission, which is exactly as the objective says. You got to protect the church, while all these jets and things are coming right at it, trying to destroy it. Now, I don't remember, like, when I did for the playthrough, this run wasn't too bad. I was able to clear it. But yeah, even though you're given basically 5 health bars, you really want to just focus on, you know, what's there. Also keep in mind when the enemies are going towards the church. And you'll see as we keep playing, like, I almost fucked myself here because I wasn't paying attention to, you know, I wasn't paying attention to what was attacking the church, which there was some stuff, but not everything. So we got another giant mech here. And it's the same deal as the same deal as the boss with General Ross. Like, you just gotta keep hurling shit, and it's a lot easier here because it's you know, you can actually take it down relatively quick, especially when you have double damage like I do. So you can take it out with the tanks, or you can just throw shit at him. Like, it's fine. And he's it's not the only thing to take out. But yeah, my whole thing for this level was I was more concerned with what was attacking me rather than the other way around. And yeah, I almost bit it in the process because just in the nick of time did I notice that there were like tanks and shit trying to blow up the church. Also, I forgot too that you could potentially damage the church too, so you got to be really careful with what you're doing. So yeah, I literally just like almost fucked it there. I was down to like 2 health bars basically. Church was almost gone. Thankfully, this is the last enemy right here. Yeah, there's no timer for this, so. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Next part will be the finale, and it's gonna be a meaty video for sure. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, usual like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. I'll see you guys whenever the next part comes out. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and of course, take care of yourselves. See ya.